Hi everyone, this is William. We are in Franchise Kingdom, and here we are for the moment that we are waiting so much. The finale of Book 2 of Avatar, The Last Airbender. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna release this video with the two episodes together, or if I'm gonna do two separate videos, but whatever it is, I'm gonna upload at the same day. So if gonna be two videos, one for episode 90 and one for episode 20, it's gonna be released on the same day, or it's gonna be one video for both episodes. I don't know which will be better for me. I don't know, but will be released on the same day, um, which it's probably what Monday, Thursday, right? I think the first day of the week for Avatar, and Friday, which is the second day, I probably gonna instead of beginning the last book, I probably gonna make an extra video that we have a lot of extra content for Avatar to do right now. Um, yeah, it's that I'm too excited to see this. Before we begin, let's see my prevision for the finale. Well, we have two things that could happen, one good and one bad, which is both related to Bassinse, and basically are the same thing. The first one is the good thing is that they're gonna manage to stop Azula's plan to whatever she's planning to do with the Kyoshi warriors attire, and if that happens, probably would be the end of Azula in the show. I'm not saying that she gonna die if the plan did not work, but maybe she go to a prison or something like that, and we never see her again. Or she go to a prison and escape after it, and we see her again in the last book. That's one possibility. The second possibility is that her plan goes perfect, and Bassin is finally um, what's the term in English? Subdue? I mean, you understand, like, the Earth Kingdom is finally go to her knees, um, because Bastin is the only one that remains, and to finish this war would only mean that they need to capture the Water Tribe. Which, come on, gonna be easy. 2 days at the max. Um, so yeah, if you ask me, probably it would be the first one that I think would happen. And if you ask me again, I think Azula would not die. She probably would or escape or go to a prison and then escape later on. Because that's the thing. If I said that before, but like season 1 was Zuko and Zhao. But mainly, yeah. Yeah, it was basically the two. And second season we have Azula, and the third has to be Ozai. So something will happen to Azula. I think that what makes sense. Of course, it could be like Ozai and Azula if season 1 has two. But yeah. So let's just jump into because I'm too excited and two. Yeah. So we're finally gonna learn something about the Avatar state, how it really works. Because Zuko, oh my gosh, Roku explanation was not exactly how it works. Oh yeah, and Toph was captured. by these two guys that I forget the name, Shinfu, and I don't remember the name of the other. Book 2, Chapter 19, The Guru. Wait, really? What?
It's a new day. We've got a new apartment, new furniture, and today's the grand opening of your new tea shop. Things are looking up, Uncle.
Who is you and what do you make with Zuko? Oh, everyone recognizes him. I mean, he did not change that much as a kid, so yeah.
Like a fascinating and brilliant plan.
Oh, she gonna definitely do something really bad with all these people.
I'll get these scrolls to him right away. Thank you, General Hao.
That's plain why they're not using hands. Like, I get it.
Ugh, it tastes like onion and banana juice.
That's because it is.
Okay,
Quick, stay away for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom.
that now work with that.
Okay, but make it.
Really? You're stupid.
You can't bend metal.
Oh, oh, definitely gonna happen. Now you cannot, you cannot say otherwise now.
We have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity, girls.
May finally gets to wear makeup that's not totally depressing?
Wow.
I'm talking about conquering the whole Earth Kingdom. For 100 years, the Fire Nation has hammered away at Ba Sing Se from the outside.
Yeah, even with a giant drill.
And tell me everything you know about chakras.
What are chakras?
Let your fears become
Wow.
power to you.
Yeah, he fears a lot of things.
Next is the
Water chakra?
brilliant. Maybe one day you will be a guru too.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, that was your fault.
Stink and sink. Good one, Dad. You're definitely your father's
Yeah. I mean, never underestimate the power of stink, like the guy said.
The rest of you men, prepare for battle.
And the guy, you know, I don't remember his name.
Because you decided to share this special day with me. It means more than you know. Now let's make these people.
Okay, really, who are you and what do you make to the real Zuko?
More pile of bear poop. I'm gonna throw up.
Princess Azula promised we would go back to the Fire Nation as soon as we had
Okay, now,
We just have
this is,
Shush up. Do you want the whole
now, this is Azula's plan, for sure. They know that there are people listening, for sure. Oh,
Good work.
yeah,
Girls. I'm sure the Dai Li will deliver the
I
message.
knew it.
Four parts of the same whole. Even metal is just a part of Earth that has been purified and refined.
She gonna do it. She gonna do it. She gonna do it now. I'm sure of it.
Come on, metal fudge.
Woo! Tough.
Wow, she. Oh gosh, Katara, what are you gonna do? Let the man have the tea shop. Katara, Katara, and Katara.
Learn to let her go. Or you cannot let the pure cosmic energy flow in from the universe.
Why would I choose cosmic energy over Katara? How could it be a bad?
Oh,
Goodness, you're here, Suki. Something terrible.
that's.
The Fire Nation has infiltrated the city. I just saw Prince Zuko and his uncle.
Oh my gosh. What disaster.
Let him know.
Yeah, finish. That is crazy. Look at that. Wow. Oh gosh. Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
The chakra. If you leave now, you won't be able to go into the avatar state at all.
Oh, really? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I am the greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you two dunderheads ever forget it.
Wow. Okay, you don't need to do that and destroy the road. Okay.
Pretty proud of you.
Ah.
I've always known you're a great.
Ah.
Why do you think I trusted you to look after our tribe when I left?
I mean, he back then was not, but it was cute moment. So I think I'm gonna upload this episode and the same day. Probably one gonna be released public in the morning, and another gonna be released on afternoon, or one in the afternoon and one in the night. I don't know. But following the story that we had in the last episode, when we learn that the gang would go separate ways, which is really interesting because we have, since the first episode, the idea of we have the Avatar team and Zuko with Iroh, and every episode is we have these two stories occurring at the same time, with some exceptions that we have Morton Jew, but it usually is these two. Well, kinda Zuko episode was just his point of view, but it was also divided to present and past. So we knew for sure, or I think I predict that, which is kind of easy because it was obvious that this would happen, that we would have all these point of views. So let's begin with the most important of all. Of course, you know what I'm talking about. Of all the point of view, we have Sokka, Aang, Katara, Toph, Zuko, and Azula. What do you think is the most important point of view? This is the question um, for yourself. The question of the episode. Which one of these was the most important one? If you know me just a little, you know what I'm gonna choose. Tough, of course. I've been talking about metal bending since episode, I would say episode 1, but that's bullshit. Um, what was the episode? Episode 6, I think, when it has that prison of metal, and I was, wait, why Earthbenders cannot do metal if Katara can do ice? And I was like, and I think I say that sometimes before this episode that, well, in character evolution only makes sense in terms of warrior for Toph, that she would learn or create metal bending or learn sandbender, sandbending. um, but yeah, it would be one of the two. And I'm so happy that was metal bending because, first of all, because sand is not that easy to find unless you're in a desert. I mean, I think if you had earth and you can just smash and it will be sand, kinda. So you could use, but like, come on, metal would be so much more important, especially you don't have the greatest part of metal bending is not just because I love the idea, I love the concept, but because of all the nations in the world, the most developed one is the Fire Nation, and apparently it's the only one that knows how to properly use metal. Because the water tribes live in ice, the air nomads are extinct, and even they are alive, they don't use that kind. They are way behind that, and the Earth Kingdom just has Earth, so they are one era ahead of everyone. They have metal. They have metal ships. They have metal drills, and possibly they have even air balloons. So like they have metal. Now you have someone that can use metal bending. What do you think is gonna happen? I think it's obvious. Of course, Dove cannot fly, so and cannot see. So putting her against an iron navy ship, it's not exactly a good idea in many terms. But if she has an Appa flowing with her and someone in with Appa, she can basically destroy the fire Navi by herself now. Okay, I may be exaggerating, but come on, maybe not that much. Um, I think it's she probably gonna have to learn more about this because she basically creates unless someone else create before her. But even if someone had did that, doesn't matter because she did not have knowledge of that. So she kind of created, even if it was already created. Okay. Um. Also, I have to. These two guys, like, come on. It was really stupid when Toph said, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom," and the guy say, "Oh, okay." Um, I love the idea of when the guy say, "Oh, you may think that you're the greatest earthbender alive, but even you cannot bender metal." And so she, "Oh, I never think about that. Let me try." And she does, like amazing. Um, it's really interesting because that's the thing. It may happen to be because just because she never really have the necessity of learning, and you could say that it's kind of forced plot. But if you really think about it, where you see metal besides the Fire Nation, the only thing that I see that I remember is the metal cage that these guys made. Now in this episode and before. So like you have to have someone in prison with metal to take even begin to try that this is possible. I mean, you could probably think, and I could believe, that the prisons in the Earth Kingdom are all made from iron, because that makes sense. Like you never will do a prison with Earth for Earthbenders, but it's still you're just making a small population. It's not like gonna give you an example. Put Boomy in a prison of metal. Well, kinda he was in a prison of metal when Azula took down Omashu. Hmm. I don't know. I'm not gonna begin with this comparison with Toph and Boomy now. I think we have still to see more things about her. Now, before we move to another part of this episode, let me say that what the guy said is probably true. They're gonna be there forever and they're gonna die because technically, what Toph did was kill these two guys. You may say, wait, no, what? She did not kill them. She bent the metal and they are together in a metal cage in the middle of nowhere. Even if somewhere someone passed there, how they gonna open that? I don't think anyone in the Earth Kingdom has the technology to do that without killing them. I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. So they are dead, for sure. They're gonna last, what, 5 days without water? Less, maybe? Yeah. Um, Now let's talk about Sokka. Sokka had a really good moment with his father. That also it was really cool when he was like passing, uh, was feeling bad before, because that was a really cool moment. And he goes there, the father acknowledging him every second, every time was a really good. Even when it's kind of lie, when you see that as a lie, like, of course I put you there because you were an awesome warrior. No, he was a kid. He was not an awesome warrior. Anyone on that village would be a better warrior than him. Even the grand would be a better warrior than him at that time. And I don't think he was a so much better warrior when the Fire Nation attacked, when Zuko attacked the South Pole. So no, it was a lie, but it was a really good lie. That's a thing. That's moments when you see in stories that fathers and mothers lie and like say, ah, you're um father always talk about you when he's with me, or oh, your mother loved you so much even if she hates you, like that's kind of things when you know that's a lie, but it was amazing lie. I don't think that the father did not think that he's a capable warrior. um in itself, and maybe even he can do that by just looking to him and say, wow, now you're a warrior. And then again, he was together with the guy that was the, what was the name, Bato, so he probably knew all the stories and that he passed that dodging thing, ice dodging without ice. So he kind of know well already that he's a adult, right? uh, But yeah, you can see in his eyes when he's going with Aang and he see like, yeah, he's grown up so much. That kind of eyes. Um, but that one was a lie and was an amazing lie. Toph, Sokka. Now let's talk about Katara. We have to talk about bad things as well, right? I talk about two amazing things. Now let's talk about a bad thing. So the thing is, I like Katara. I know that doesn't look too much because I often I'm talk about things that Katara did and make uh, and disapproving her own knowledge or on Rasmussen, her own ideas of what to do, of what is wrong and what is right. And even when I agree that she's right, I think she does in a terrible moment, like was in the finale from the first season. But in this moment, let's just think about just a second, okay? She sees Zuko and Iroh and decide that these are trying to do bad things. Because of this, she goes to the Earth King. The Earth King is not there, but the Kyoshi warriors are, which she still thinks that is the Kyoshi warriors. And then everything goes wrong because of that. Now you may say that she was right. She had to not trust Zuko. Zuko tried to kidnap Aang multiple times. No, no. She could do so much things. She could stay there one more second and try to analyze the situation. She gonna notice that the shop was the shop from Iroh. She could talk with people there are visiting the shop and talk about what is the shop? Talk to me about the owner. Oh, and that guy there. Like she could do so much things. She could stay there. She could go there and even the, one I don't think would be a good idea, but it still would be a better idea than what she did. She could enter there and causes a tumult like Jet did. She could do that, would be better. And this is not a good idea, okay? She could just enter and talk with Zuko. And okay, I need to talk with you alone. I'm not gonna cause the scene here, which I doubt that Kataru will ever do. She always get one to cause a scene. But like, and because of that, she make in danger with Azula. And because of that, Aang is not able to master the thing that he should be able to. Like, Katara. Okay, let's move. I take already too much time to just less than half of the characters. Okay, so fast enough. We have Zuko and Iroh turn a new life with the new shop. Everything is fine. Um, Zuko almost looked like he was brainwashed for the Daily. I was like, what the hell happened with you? I mean, I know that he passed for a long um, sickness time because of his action. So, like, makes sense. I'm not saying that it not makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. But it was too weird seeing Zuko being nice, right? And talking good about making tea, things like that. um, and of course, things gonna go bad because in the end, Azula makes something that Iroh will go there for serve tea to the Earth King, and of course, is a trap. So I'm really sad about that. Well, maybe we're gonna finally have Zuko team up with Aang without being the blue spirit. So that would be cool if that happened. Um, one more. We have Azula, which they say have a plan to make Dai Li capture her and go to Longfang and then do team up with him to probably take down the Earth King and things like that. It's amazing how she passed herself as a not that smart girl. Like, who are you? Huh? What are you doing? Wait, what? I'm a Kyoshi warrior. Huh? um, I don't know. I begin to think that Longfang not gonna like this union for too long. She probably gonna betray him. I that when I say previous where that Azula may try to make something or Azula may try to do something to be an ally of Longfang or Longfang will do something. Um, the problem of that theory is that Azula would never help someone outside of the Fire Nation, especially if this someone is trying to be above her or even equal to her. She not wants anyone to be equal to her and the Fire Nation outside, of course, her father. To everyone is above. It's below her. So yeah, she of course will betray him. The thing is, she gonna betray him and gonna work. Maybe that's how she gonna be taken down. Maybe. Um, I want to talk more about Ty Lee and May, but this is gonna be too long. So and I still have to talk about Aang. So I'm gonna let this for till the next episode. So Aang begins to his training with unlocking the chakras. One interesting thing about chakras, I read about them a lot time ago, so I maybe not remember it quite well. And I know that this show takes a lot of Buddhism, Hinduism, and another, and maybe and a lot of religions, and especially ideas of Asia, like China, like Korea, like Japan, and many others. I have certain that one of the chakras is about sexual pleasure. So Nickelodeon, of course, would not let that be one of them. So they probably changed one of them. I don't know which one. But yeah, or maybe the creators decide that it will not be uh, necessary or that would not be good. I don't know. Um, the moment that we see the giant Aang, that was amazing. That was really amazing. Um, one more. Also, the guru said that if he lives, he will not be able to do the outer state anymore. Really? I don't think that's gonna be true, because we have this an amazing power, and we're not gonna have an entire season and one more episode without using. So yeah, no. But something gonna happen for sure about that. Also, I have to say that I love Toguro. It's probably one of my favorite um, non-main character. I mean, we have Boomy, which is an amazing non-main character. But this guy is pretty awesome as well. I don't know. Let me know. No, I'm gonna let this question for the next episode. So I see you guys in episode 20, the finale, part 2. Bye.